Hello and welcome back. We're going to jump into this next pair of games, Team SPLY versus NotLikeThis. We talked about this game should go 1-1 because both teams are struggling with some issues and they should get better off of each other in the maps. And the maps will be Cobblestone and Inferno. Team SPLY first time playing this in Baltic eSports League. Yeah,
so curious to see what sort of result will they put up against NotLikeThis here, as we know that NotLikeThis have a tendency to start off well but have trouble closing out matches, and I'm curious to see if that's going to be the case in this matchup currently. Also, SPLY playing with a stand-in currently, so there is going to be a player called Vile. I'm going to be seeing him for the first time. Not entirely sure if you have seen him in the past, and curious to see how he's going to perform.
And as well, you've talked before that NotLikeThis, they're entry frag-based team, as they like to play off from that, and I think that could not work out fully against Team SPLY because they have the players that can still work out and get so many kills just on their own.
Correct, yes. The Team SPLY do tend to be a slightly fragger-heavy team, so obviously they can still manage their own and still be able to hold this site as long as necessary, as accordingly, I mean, NotLikeThis, they really need to have the situation where if they lose this entry battle, that an instant trade can come in. And obviously Cobble, it's slightly narrow entrances once again in this map, so it can prove to be difficult at times, as we are going to be heading into the knife round right now between Team SPLY and NotLikeThis, and also curious to see what sides do they prefer, as obviously Cobblestone can be played both ways, more slightly dependent on what you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, that is exactly true. Let's see what's going to be the approach, as already 3 players have gone down and not even losing 1 player, NotLikeThis win the knife round. So very convincing start. Let's see if the same can happen in pistols, as NotLikeThis decide to swap, and they're going to start on CT side.
Yeah, so NotLikeThis starting on CT, so obviously once again they're curious to see if they can start off strongly and with a solid push here, but the fraggers from Team SPLY should do a lot of work here, especially with the Glocks and being up close to them. Curious to see if they're going to choose any sort of drop-down play, as it does definitely favor Glocks in that situation. And actually, there's going to be 3 players from Team SPLY heading towards middle, and with the bomb, they're going to be going through B apartments here, just seeing if they can make any noise, as the bomb will be dropped down there, and it looks like it's going to be a composed round.
What a shot into Uger, instantly just one-tapping away, getting the first entry for his team, and let's see if NotLikeThis can work off from it. As for now, still not quite sure what Team SPLY's plan is here. Still 2 players towards middle, still 2 players towards the B apps. And if they decide to split A with the bomb here, this could go south real fast.
Extremely fast for them, as they do look to drop down, not doing so just yet, making sure no players are underneath them, and the bomb will go down inside of drop, and making sure nobody is peeking into it, as obviously now 2 players in the drop zone.
1 more run, 3 kills with that pistol already he has. What a steady aim, as only Kakako remains. You can see Ayman here looking for the kill as Taurov comes in, gets the kill, and nobody drops on side of NotLikeThis.
Yeah, extremely well played from them. Burble with the crucial first initial entry, instantly fell back, and then afterwards found another 2 players. And that was the round ended. Actually, Ugar here commenting in all chat that Burble, you're landing some nice shots there.
That was the case in that round. Let's see if that continues on, as Team SPLY, they have forced up, they have few pistols in their bank. Can they potentially get the first openings here? We can see NotLikeThis, they're playing real careful, not being too aggressive towards A nor B. Maybe here they're going to double peek the platform just to have that information. With that deep end smoke, they can take full control of it.
Actually, Tarov here also going to be using the Molotov, seeing if he can flush out any players, flashing over, just making sure nobody has pushed up close, so they know that they have B long control on the side of NotLikeThis, as now Vile will be peeking towards from middle into connector here on A site. Will spot the player, doesn't manage to land a kill on him just yet, as the terrorists have gained some mid control here, but on the price of B.
Yes, exactly, as they can move there, but they're still going to move towards that site. Let's see if the drop will be successful, as the election is waiting in the drop zone, as well as Taurov, as they want to shut this down situation instantly, as now they're going to push through. Ayman, he's backing up to a really safe position, but can he get the kills, as the election has went down. Kakako finds the player, but now Taurov coming in with 2 kills, and Ayman pushing forward also finds 2, and only Kakako with 10 HP will remain. A lot of damage dealt, and as we can see, Burble with the last kill. 3 players left alive for NotLikeThis. They have tons of weapons there.
And so far, NotLikeThis on point.
Oh, yeah.
Just solid holds throughout, not losing too many players there, not losing too many rifles. Obviously trying to gain as much as economical advantage they can in this situation. Team SPLY will be picking up a few P250s here and 3 Glocks also on their team, looking to see if it's going to be a fast middle take, as it is going to be already smoked off, and that slows them down ever so slightly, as NotLikeThis are just gathering information once again towards B, going to be smoking it off and making sure no shenanigans are happening, as actually the Team SPLY are now moving into middle now through danger zone towards long, and a lot of action happening here, and Prokas will find Vile here and the remaining players.
He can't get the kill, but the grenade he should kill off, and he will kill off Kokako, and only Super Hack remains. It looked so bad for NotLikeThis at one stage, as BESL was not hitting shots towards long.
But the nade and the damage from teammates absolutely saving them there. Both Tauraf and Prokas doing excellent work towards the A side. It is going to be the first full buy round here, so curious to see how Team SPLY will be taking advantage of this, as they look to gain mid control first before doing any other commitments towards any other site.
BESL missed the opening shot towards player towards middle. As we can see, Team SPLY, they're not faced by it, they're still trying to take control of it. As if they move towards long, this could potentially work out. Since BESL is really close, and that shutting down that op will definitely be a real problem for NotLikeThis. But I believe, yes, the radio stream will begin right now.
As BESL actually being smoked off at this very moment in time in long, and 2 terrorist players are hiding behind that smoke. He's trying to throw this flash to see if he can catch any players off guard, and continues to peek, manages to land a leg shot on Kokako, but Kokako will eventually take him out, as the remaining terrorist players are gathering towards B, and Amant now smoking off. Actually, he's not going to be smoking off B long there, just going to be switching up his positions to go towards the drop zone, as Tauraf now hiding in the all-off position on platform and will be greeted by 2 players there. He's going to manage to get Ugar here, but Super Hack will take him out eventually, and now Amant manages to find 1 player in B long. Can he get more, as the remaining 2 terrorist players are there, and they will take him out, and it's going to be a 3 versus 2 situation. The election located near the rock will be taken out, and now only Prokas remaining, and is also going to be shut down in his tracks, and it is going to be 3 versus 1 in favor of NotLikeThis at the moment. But Team SPLY managed to gather around together, and we're going to see if they can take the lead in this one, as obviously taking this second round would be immense success for them.
Yes, and shutting down that economy that NotLikeThis could build up. As you can see, this potentially is their last buy if they lose this one.
And there's 4 terrorist players, actually, excuse me, 3 terrorist players towards middle, 2 towards B, as now BESL once again peeking towards long, but Emis will shut him down, and that is going to be the opening towards the A side, as Prokas has already deployed a Molotov towards long now, and Delection flashing over the connected doors, peeking down into middle, doesn't find anything just yet, and the push from Team SPLY actually has slowed down now, so they're just trying to make sure NotLikeThis are wasting nades as much as they possibly can. And here actually on B, Tauraf now just making sure nobody is dropped into drop zone, seeing if he can find any of the terrorist players who are so far just hiding in B long. There is still a full minute on the board here. Prokas hears some action towards A, and the election will be Molotov here in middle, forced to peek over the Molotov in mid doors, and just waiting for any players to push through, as the countdown starts now. Pretty much it's below already a minute, and no push just yet.
Let's see if that will work out for them, as it's 5 against 4. NotLikeThis already lost BESL. Score 3-1.
And it's actually going to be an A split here, as Vile now in connector here will be taken down by Delection, and Prokas now with the first contact onto long does insane damage there. Actually, there's a team kill coming out from Kokako on Ugar now, and now only Kokako left in a 1 versus 2 situation with the bomb going down towards A. And does he suspect Delection to be already up close towards the car here, as he will be taken down by Delection? Didn't look like he was really ready for it, and now it is going to be the round going ahead once again in favor of NotLikeThis. So a 4 versus 1 situation for Team SPLY, looking at the tabloid here, and curious to see how they're going to contest this, as so far they've only had success in that 1 round.
Yes, and NotLikeThis, they managed to save themselves from ecoing and giving away too many rounds for Team SPLY. on that T side, since we know CT side is more favorable, and NotLikeThis, they're showing that right now. So 4-1 is going to be equal around 4 team SPLY this time. As going to head one more time towards middle, 3 players focused on that position. As we can see, they instantly drop down the smokes, but can they find any openings? We've seen NotLikeThis be aggressive in the previous games, but here they are pretty calm down and collected to move anywhere. As Superak, I believe he just missed the timing to find BESL there, as now they're going to push towards the A side. The bomb there as well. Prokas with an instant Molotov towards long, as well as BESL checking. You can see anyone. He's going to see Ugar take him down, as now the players will try to move in and find the kills. They're going to see one Emis with the headshot onto Prokas, as now they're moving forward. But do they have any information here about BESL? They're going to spot him, but BESL still managed to get the kill and even look to the other side, but Delection there grabs the kill back, and Superak, 1 man left against 4.
Can he do this? As he will be spotted out, misses the headshot onto Delection. The Delection instantly shuts him down, not allowing to any weird playouts happen in this round, and securing the round once again for his team. 5-1 in favor of NotLikeThis on Cobble here. And you can see Team SPLY haven't really made any sort of adjustments. They just continue to do the same thing so far almost every single round. And I feel like a different approach is required here, as 3 players will be heading toward B, making a lot of noise here from Kokacho, and both Superhack and Emis trying to sell the fake towards B here.
Can't, as Emis goes down, and Eamon in perfect position to stop any kind of play from happening as he takes down Superhack, and there's still 1 more player hiding, as already BESL took down Vile, and only 2 players remain for the side of Team SPLY. We saw the middle, NotLikeThis, we're kind of not moving in, hesitating to find the players there. But in the end, they find it just at the right time and leave only 2 terrorist players alive. Let's see if Taurov now can push forward. As he did spot the players, he still knows that he's there. As the 1 more smoke will come through, and Kacha looking for any kind of backstabs. But this round, in my opinion, just should be saved weapons so they can get at least a few kills or do some economical damage, NotLikeThis after that.
Yeah, they definitely should be trying to save these both AKs, as obviously they're going to be crucial in the next round. And you can see them slowly falling back towards T-spawn, making sure they're not being flanked, as actually they're still looking to see if they can find any free kills here. And Tarov will be contested any second now, as he's going to be peeking any moment here. Definitely here's Ugar walking around, and will peek together with the help of his teammate and will take him down. And now only Kokacho remaining here with 3 HP facing Tarov, who has 8 in return. A flash comes through, so Tarov knows he's still in the back line of B long here, pretty much boxed in, and the flank already is coming through from BESL, just making sure excuse me, that was not a flank, just a check from BESL to make sure he hasn't moved out, as now Kokacho will be retreating back to his spawn and trying to save his weapon behind the rocks there.
Yes, at the moment we can see Team SPLY struggling to move even into sites. It's not like this are always on point, especially BESL there with the op on A. Pretty difficult to shut down him, since you don't know in which position he'll be. So you can't like default peek any kind of positions before you throw in the smokes or grenades or anything else that you have. And Team SPLY, they don't look that they have any kind of set plays ready for T side.
Yeah, and a well-placed rush towards B site is extremely hard to hold on Cobble here, and unfortunately we haven't seen one yet, as now only Kokacho will be heading towards the B lobby, and the remaining terrorist players will be in middle. And let's see if BESL can spot the player here, as he will drop down the first one, and that is going to be Ugar out of this round. And BESL looking to see if he can find any more here, as now Vile already up and close in a long, pushed out and spotted the player towards the car position here. In the meantime, Prokas has found Superhack, so only 3 terrorist players remaining here. Emis will take down Prokas, but Delection with the headshot on Vile will shut him down, and now only Kokacho and Emis here remaining.
See Kokacho trying to move in from the middle, looking for the opening. See, not spot the player with the op, as BESL is taking down 1, and Kokacho will at least return the kill. It's going to be 1 against 3, but there's already a backstab happening, as well as players in the site, and the bomb is at long.
Kokacho is aware of the possibility that he's going to be backstabbed, so he's just making sure that nobody has pushed up too close for comfort, as now Taurov will be peeking down into middle, will spot the player and will take him down. 7-1 in favor of NotLikeThis. So far, extremely well start. As I said already before, if they manage to get off on a good start, which is definitely the scenario, it's very crucial that they do not lose their momentum, as they have known to be doing so in the past. Especially
closing out the game, Team SPLY, they have enough experience to deal with that. So let's see in this round they can do the same thing, as they're all going to move towards middle, and BESL even aggressively peeking out, missing the opening shot. Luckily for him, he managed to get back. He's still going to try to peek in. Will he manage to get away as he gets tied up down to 22 HP, but still survives? So lucky for him, even close range, staying again, missing the shot. So some shots are being missed as the third shot does not hit as well. And Uger moving into the side, taking down two. That's not going to be a 3-on-2 situation here, and while taking down the election. So this looks like a really strong push into the site by Team SPLY.
Tarov has dropped the bomb in a favorable position for him, but will be instantly eliminated by the super hack. So you can see basically the round crumbled on the fact that BESL didn't manage to get a single kill there in that situation, and being only on 20 HP, he should have tried to fall and back further there. He chose to stay and chose to fight. Unfortunately, the fight didn't go in his way, and instantly another kill following afterwards from Team SPLY gave them the advantage in that round there. So it is going to be a 7-2 now, as 4 terrorist players are going to be heading towards B long. And it looks like they might even try to push this one, as now Amon definitely hearing the players up close. But Tarov now will drop Kukaho. Amon deploying the Molotov here, but will be taken out. And now Tarov in world of trouble in the site as he goes down. And now only Delection remaining here in drop zone, as well as Prokus having a battle with Super Hack in sight.
Hamish just missed the time to kill off Delection for free, so it's going to be 2-on-2 situation now, as Delection has a good chance to spot the player. He's going to spot, I believe, yeah, that was Wild, but Uger and Wild both take the kill, and Team SPLY are moving on to momentum. I thought at first when they dropped down the bomb they're not going to rush in, but they still rushed in, and that was the great choice that they did, because after that, winning that round, they have to get on the pressure, and just pushing like that worked out. And now, NotLikeThis, they're on eco, so it could be pretty tough for them now. Maybe even get back at the game.
Well, potentially the Team SPLY have the potential, to do so, as Uger now will be pushing aggressive with the MAC-10. Instantly will be shut down by Prokus.
Tarov was spotted, so he doesn't have too much luck here. He does not hit the shots that he needed to hit in the election now with the Ziegel, looking for the kills as he's going to find Emis. The bomb will be planted. There is a player real close nearby as Prokus looking for the kill. He can't find it. Vile got 2, and only BESL remains. 1 versus 3. Let's see if he can manage those beautiful USPS shots that he did in the pistol round. But after AKs and the armor, it's not that easy to do.
And he manages to find a Deagle there, still on extremely low HP, so at least retrieving some firepower in his favor. As now Super Hack will peek him and will find him eventually.
So let's see, 7-4, as now it's going to be Byron for NotLikeThis. And see if they can manage to get this one, as they desperately need to shut the players down. And right now, Team SPLY, they're known to be a team. When they start off winning the rounds, it's pretty hard to stop them.
Yeah, they very rarely stop in that situation. So we're going to see how it plays out in this round, as Tarov actually has picked up the AVP, will be heading towards the chicken coop position. And now there's 3 players from Team SPLY towards middle here, seeing if they can gain any sort of long control for free, as BESL still being slightly passive in sight, making sure nothing too crazy is coming out from Team SPLY so far.
Let's see, it looks like more or so they want to head towards the A side. It's going to be BESL there with Delection, waiting, both checking middle and long. So when and if they decide to move in, it's going to be pretty tough. But with the smoke now landed, they should have the full focus on long, at least CTs.
Yeah, Tarov still doesn't find anyone here, as now Amon also posted up in the all-off position towards B long. Seems to be secured enough, but do they suspect this is going to be an A hit?
What a push out by Delection. He got flashed in, he pushed through the smoke right before the smoke fades. He gets the kill against Super Hack, and that's an advantage now for NotLikeThis, as they're now switching up their positions in the A site.
And Team SPLY being slightly stopped by this, as they're going to be flashing over towards long and peeking out now, as Tarov still remains unmoved on B site. So really curious why there's the delay in rotation here, but never mind. BESL just dropping 2 players there, will be eventually taken out by Emis, but Delection still inside is something that they need to check, and they will.
It worked out perfectly there for Team SPLY, as was BESL with 2 kills. Right as they moved in, they just picked up 1 by 1. Prokus moved in through the smoke, and Uger was ready there.
But they are still on extremely low HP here, as Ugar still on 34 and M is only on 6 HP. Amon could do a lot of work here with the AK as soon as he spots the first player. And does Tarov check underneath him? He will, and spot the player.
Uger still managed to stay alive. He was spotted, and now the player will switch his position, but they know where he is, they know where to look. As one player moves in, are they really going one by one? But still, Taurov managed to get the kill with the USPS. He does not have the kit, but I believe he had the time to defuse the bomb. Am I correct?
He should be having this.
Well, let's see, how close is it? And
Oh
he
my
got
God.
it the last second.
That's disgusting.
How much?
0.008.
Oh my God, less than. Oh my God. That is just so lucky for him.
That's the second time I see this happen. The only other time I saw it was in one of the majors, but that's pretty much as close as it gets. Like, I haven't seen a smaller counter than that.
Yeah, very lucky for NotLikeThis to grab the round back now. And already Amos with the spray down. I thought he would damage Prokas there, but lucky for Prokas he did not. But Zaurov with the op has found while the only player that was pushing towards B.
Yeah, so it is not. It's very common for a lot of teams to put a single player towards the B platform, as obviously it takes a lot of attention away from other parts of the map. Unfortunately, it didn't play out for him, as now NotLikeThis are looking to regain control here. And now, wow, Taurov actually takes the life of Superhack as well, and it's going to be a 5 versus 3 situation with no trades on the other side of the map going in favor of Team SPLY so far. They're just going to be slowly moving towards. Bomb is actually still dropped in middle doors, and it's starting to look like a very bleak situation for Team SPLY now.
Yeah, at least Uger got here undetected, so Burble does not know to check the right side. And when he's going to push out, maybe he can get a free kill onto Burble, and then only one player left in the site. And Election on rotation, he'll be fast. And even Taurov rotating towards the A site, since Ayman got so much information.
Yeah, they all know that it is going to be an A play here coming out from Team SPLY. Uger picks up the bomb, and they're going to be heading towards A long to push all together here. As Kukaho desperately looking for any sort of entry he can do with the AVP here, but does he actually sees the player towards the car, but then doesn't kill him first off. And now the trades come through, and that was the small time and chance gap that they had, and unfortunately that gap ended up going in favor of NotLikeThis, and it is already 9-4.
It is 9-4, and even if Team SPLY would have gotten the first kills, at least the players moving in from the doors or from the balcony, there were two players in the side that they were not expecting to be in that position. You rarely see even CTs move two players in that position, so it was still kind of secured round from NotLikeThis.
Yeah, and all off the back of Ayman's informational play by pushing into B apartments here. As actually he's going to be peeking B long once again. He's going to find a Vornflater, but will be instantly dropped, as he should have seen at least another two players there. And Taurov now up close and personal with the AVP does get the first kill, will be taken down by Emis, and it is a 3 versus 3 situation, as all three terrorist players are on platform here and will drop Prokas as well. And now only the Election and Burble remaining.
Burble moving in through smoke, but while spots him, Election had no idea. He could not save his teammate there if he would not peek out. And here he's looking for the kill onto one of the players. And let's see, they're both pretty low. And Election as well, kind of low. This could potentially work out. The full flash will come through, so he can't push in that freely. M is still checking if he can find a player. Superhack waiting on the other side. Let's see how far can he get.
Does have a smoke, so he can smoke it off to cross, but instantly Emis takes advantage of the situation and lands a deadly headshot onto the Election there, and therefore it is going to be 9-5. Still in favor of NotLikeThis. I feel like they should feel confident that they've done enough on their CT side.
Hopefully
ideally,
they feel like that.
They would like to pick this last round up. But the economy situation is what it is, and there's like an MP9, FAMAS, a UMP, and actually a Deagle and a 5.7 on CT side, so a very mixed buy indeed coming out from them, as now Kukaho will be pushing up B platform extremely close, will spot Ayman, but Ayman takes his life and uncontested falls back now, as Uger now looking to see if he can even out the numbers.
Let's see, there is Taurov ready with the grenade. Now the grenade coming in, and he's going to deal not too much damage as expected, but you can see now he's going to drop in. The Election pushing through the smoke, but he's going to lose his life like that. And now we can see only two players remain in the A site. Prokas close range with the 5.7 looking for the kill, but Uger is there to get the kill back. At least Ayman's trades, it's going to be 2-on-2, now 1-on-2. As Burba has so much to do, but the Deagle, he's missing the shots. He's going to get Vile, and only Emis will remain. He can pick up FAMAS if he's fast enough about this, but he allows Emis to plant the bomb before he gets any weapons.
And the smoke and nade will come through, seeing Purple looking for the player here, just dropping the FAMAS and relying on his Deagle, knowing that Emis is on lower HP, but Emis with the flank will secure the round, the 6th round for Team SPLY here, and 9-6, a very solid half still coming out from NotLikeThis. At the same time, 6 rounds on terrorist side for Team SPLY. I feel like they're not too sad about it, as it in theory should be enough.
Yeah, it should be enough, but let's see their CT side. Usually their T sides crumble, but CT side is kind of okay for Team SPLY.
Yeah,
so,
well, for any sort of hold heavy team in terms of how their riflers play, it's obviously a more comfortable position to be in, to be on that CT side there, as now you can see all 5 terrorist players will be heading towards B, and it's just going to be a good old B long push.
As they can't find the first kills, Kakao at least has found one, while with the next one, and they're still looking for the kills. You can see Delection and Burble both, okay, only Delection left alive, and I have all 5 players left alive for Team SPLY. Let's see, Delection finds one looking for more headshots, but Weil is there with the 2nd kill and the 7th round for Team SPLY. And Team SPLY, they can easily now even out the game from this win. And then I believe if they get the ball rolling for them, no issues begun, and NotLikeThis are not going for any cheeky plays.
Yeah, NotLikeThis their task will be to find a hole in their defense and a way how they can abuse it, as usually that is some sort of a weaker spot. Most likely in Kabul, a lot of teams prefer to put a lot of pressure onto drop zones, so at least to force the players out, and in order to at least sell some sort of fake that you can towards B.
That might happen, but as of now, Team SPLY is still waiting for any kind of push to come through, while with the Molotov towards middle, so no aggressive push will come through from there. Although the bomb is dropped down towards B, so at first, NotLikeThis are looking just to do the economical damage, get the first kills on, as you mentioned, maybe sell a fake.
And now Weil spotted the player there, just shoulder peeking for a second, and instantly changes his angle, and still waiting for an up-close approach here, as Ugar will have found Prokas and manages to still remain alive with 50 HP intact.
Now let's see if Super can get the kills here, as he will not be spotted at first, but he doesn't kill just yet, as now he's looking for a kill on Tarov, and now with the USPS, Ament kills him off, as they can now move towards a site, and it's going to be pretty, if they move in now, and if they take down Kakao, this could be a site for their taking, as they will, and M is close range, but with the M4, it's going to be pretty tough for the enemies to kill him off, as Delection knows where to look. And as you can see, he's still looking into the site, as Amen now pushing forward with that P250. They have to find Ugar. In long range with an MP9, it's not that easy always to get those first opening kills.
Yes, and Amy peeking out through the door, spotted the player, but didn't manage to take him out, as now both sides will trade kills on the A side. And let's see how the Delection chooses to play this one, as M is now heading towards the balcony position, and Delection understanding that he must be either in balcony or in the small room there. And only 10 seconds are going to be remaining here, so Delection needs to go for this plant.
And he will, and Emis won't contest it. But now Emis can easily spot the player here. Will he get the shot? And Delection clutches it with the Deagle.
That was what they needed in this half, as obviously they do have the potential to completely reset Team SPLY now and further gain advantage on this second half here, as they will be buying up 3 AKs, 2 UMPs, and looking strong and heavy now. Obviously a shaky round for Team SPLY, and it's definitely woken them up, as now Superhack is running towards A-Long here, seeing if he can find any players with the Deagle, just trying to find the best of timings here, as he did shoulder out but didn't find any players here, and he'll be staying around.
He will be. Let's see if there's going to be any luck for him as he spots out. He now spots the players. But he can't get the kill. Moving out one more time, tagging up Amon down to 52. But there's 3 players focused on that position, and now as he leaves that position, I thought Wall will come in and help him, but they still leave Superhack alone, even that they know that there are the players.
Yes, and flashes and Molotovs coming through, so just smoking out every single corner here before they advance further on, as Burble does take a bit of damage from that Molotov there. Flash coming over, and the push is coming through, as the bomb is still located towards middle area here, so they just want to clear out the CTs from these up-close positions, and to keep them guessing, as there's actually that's already 3 and 4 players here on A. Vile actually boosted up onto the broken wall here, and he's looking to see if any players will peek middle, but the long reload times with the CZ actually messes up his name and forced to jump down, as now it's a 4 versus 4 situation.
He finds 2 kills, very lucky for him, as Amons will get the kills back, and they still have Ugar to deal with in the sites. Can they manage to do that? Let's see, will they spot the player? They will, but Uger with an instant headshot onto the Lection. That is the bomb down. Looking for more kills. He didn't find one more headshot onto Procus. Not least only Amons alone. This looked so good for them, but Uger, 3 kills for him. And the score now 10-8.
And a crucial round at that is, once again, they bring it back, and it's becoming an extremely close game, as now they can return the favor and try to reset. Not like this, and Not Like This already not in the greatest position to be in terms of what their money is. They're buying up whatever they can in this round and are looking to once again head 3 players towards middle and 2 in B lobby now.
The same thing that Team SPLY did. They are really focusing a lot on middle, these both teams.
Yeah, so mid control is essential for both teams and their success in the process there, as now Tarov has the only weapon, well, true weapon here in his hands, and that is going to be the UMP, as a lot of nades being used towards middle, but no pushes coming through just yet, as Ugar will find another player, and that is going to be Procus here towards B, and he knows no other players are there, as the calls are coming in that it is an A push at this stage.
Yeah, while at least he got one, he got dropped down, but Superhack at least is there to trade the things up, as now Amos rotating towards the side, and only 2 players remain for the side of Not Like This. And instantly Taro with the kill, Amos finds one, Eamon, can he get killed? He will, and now it's going to be 1-on-2. And we've seen so close rounds that at this stage, I can't write off Eamon.
Definitely can't write off Eamon, but his HP is below 20, and there's 2 full HP players remaining on Team SPLY's side. Eamon did the right thing here, as not to waste any time, just instantly rotating towards B, seeing if he can at least make the bomb plant happen, as obviously the money situation is something that they need to follow closely by. And now let's see if he can find a good position here to find any unsuspecting players.
He's buying so much time, as not only now Team SPLY understands that the bomb is planted in B site. And with this position, if he gets the timing right, he can backstab both of them. Will he jump through? Okay, this could definitely work out. Let's hope that he's quiet enough for the situation. And now both players, they won't check him just yet. Let's see if he gets the timing right. As they're still looking for the player, they can't find him, and now the defuse will start. They're not checking the right position. Now Uger at least checks it. It was so close for Eamon.
Very nice try from Eamon. Probably the most he could have gotten out of that position apart from a win, but that would have been miraculous. I feel like an ever so slightly better position would have been him heading towards into rock, because if he could have caught the right timing, the player who's faking the defuse wouldn't be expecting him to be there, and that is an instant kill and instant cover potential there. So that's the only adjustment I see he could have done in that round, but in general, very well played from him. 3 deagles and a P250 coming out from Not Like This in this round. They're all 5 players headed towards middle here, as they are grouping up, and Superhawk already made first contact here, but Tarov will instantly drop him, and that is
Why
the
would you
M4
push in
retrieve.
deagles? Why were you pushing deagles?
And the fact that he was alone with no support is not great news for Team SPLY, as now they are risking a lot because of that one silly play.
So let's see now, it's Not Like This. They're at least more so looking to go towards the A site. There are going to be 2 players there, and M is ready to rotate if needed. Kokaho has found one, looking for more kills, as he's going to find even the 3rd and the 4th kill, as Burbo, last remaining player, will be taken down by a while. And that is Team SPLY now tying the game up 10-10. If we check the scoreboard, who's at the top of the kills? Well, Weil, the stand-in, 17 kills for him. In the matter of points, M is with 13 kills, and on the other side, Taurov, 18 kills, has done a lot, and Procus, one of the standout players for Not Like This, not performing.
Well, not really. He's been playing around this drop zone position on the CT side, and he was the kind of the rotating player there, and obviously hasn't really found his place still on this T side just now.
You can see Team SPLY, they didn't have Heck in their team, as Weil standing in for him, and usually when Heck is there, Heck loves to play the drop zone from both ends, from T side and CT side. So you can see Team SPLY even kind of leaving it be. Only Kokaho here waiting for anyone to push through. But the slow round has begun.
Yeah, Not Like This also choosing not to put not a lot amount of pressure onto the drop zone, and I feel like both teams are realizing this at this stage, and I'm curious to see if the Lection will be dropping now, as now Kokaho looking upwards, doesn't spot the player just yet. as he will be flashing out in the election. Excellent movement there of trying to fake that he's going to be jumping down and actually falling back, doing some damage to Kokaho, but doesn't manage to find him as he will drop down into drop zone at this very moment. And Uger there already waiting just behind the corner. And it seemed Election had the upper hand here, but Uger did eventually drop him out, leaving only with 19 HP.
MSC is fully flashed, the second flash coming out as well, but his position will allow him to get the first free kill, even the second, looking for the third, but he can't find it. And that's NotLikeThis move in. They've gotten 2 kills, and now they know where to look for the player. As Kokaho drops down, there's already rotation from Weil and Superhack coming in as well. They're trying to stay hidden, and let's see if Burble can manage to get any free kills here. There's going to be 1 player peeking out while going down, and now only 2 players remain on both ends.
There's not a lot of time on the clock as there are only 12 seconds remaining here. Burble needs to do something and needs to do it fast as he manages to find a flick on Kokaho, but Superhack will take him down. So slightly unfortunate positioning there. They managed to really run the clock down, and unfortunately it was just not enough time for Burble to play it out as he probably would have wanted to, as it was doable.
It was there in the end, but when he was trying to peek the rock, and when he heard the player come out from the other side, he's in really bad position to after that contest the player at the rock.
And you can see all 5 terrorist players are going to be heading towards B now. It's not going to be a fast push as we would have hoped to see, and Emis now from the site is going to be checking towards B long. A flash does come over, and a nade will damage a few of the terrorist players, but nothing significant coming out so far, as now Uger will pose himself up on this small ledge here, making sure no players are up close, and the terrorist players are still all grouped up in one position here. No real information play coming out from the Team SPLY, but not really required at this stage as the drop down will commence, and Burble will take the life of Ugar here, and that will set off the round as now Delection rushing into the site. Emis will be found, and now Kokaho indoors will be shut down, as well as only 2 CT players are remaining here. Delection will be sprayed down through the doors by Weil, so Weil finds excellent timing here, pushing into drop zone here, not allowing terrorist players to take advantage of positions, and only Superhack remaining here, finding a kill, and will be taken out.
That was an eco run for NotLikeThis. It worked out so perfectly for them. We saw the drop in. Uger was even, he got the worst timing to move into the drop zone. He before was checking it just from the connector. As he moves in, the flash comes through, and a free kill against him comes in as well. Then they just pick up the op and move on from there. So easy it feels like for NotLikeThis.
So for an extremely close match here on Cobble between NotLikeThis and Team SPLY, 11-11 as we're setting ourselves up for the later half of this match now. Tarov molotoving off A long, making sure nobody's pushing here as Superhack is waiting up close with the CZ, and Tarov will line up a smoke just to see if they can clear out this position, as I believe Superhack was spotted now, and they understand that the players are in frontal positions.
Yes, they are, especially here. You can see Kokaho still waiting close range for anyone to go for the drop zone, and as well Emis with the Deagle just checking the platform. As it looks, it's going to be a B push. And the players are looking ready as they molotov off the platform, just to secure that no one's going to backstab them when they move in.
Yeah, so CT seem to be spread out a lot, and the terrorists obviously are gathering together for a one final push into site all together, and that is exactly what they need to do in an anti-eco situation, as obviously the AK should in theory win these fights for him, unless Kokaho here can do some crazy shots with the Deagle. As you can see, Ugar is already backstabbing them, so a lot of information gained. They know it's going to be a B hit. Ugar will be checking just above drop, and can he find the timing to find Tarov here for free? He will dispose of him, and will understand that there could be potentially another player here. Actually, no, and Delection will take him out as he finds another player here, will be eventually shut down. Now Prokas will be taken out, Emis and Burble will find Kokaho, and that is only Superhack remaining.
As you can see, he has to play 1 against 3. So very great move from NotLikeThis. I felt like when Uger backstabbed them, that should have been around for them, but when he did not get the second player there.
Yeah, that's a feels bad moment right there, as obviously it's also quite confusing for him, as he was giving information for his team all the way that they are towards B, they're towards B, and he was expecting that he would be told that there's going to be another player in drop zone, but that was not heard, and therefore that essentially cost them the round.
As we can see, Team SPLY, they've decided to go for a B stack, as NotLikeThis in the past few rounds have hit this site in particular. But as we can see, NotLikeThis one more time, just playing slow, making sure that no weird plays come out, waiting for those boosts, waiting for the players to come through here.
And Prokas here finding first contact with Ugar in B long. Ugar hiding behind the box. Prokas will try to use the Molotov, but Ugar has already retreated back and Prakas just continuing to look for default angles here, clearing every single corner that he possibly can, just to make sure that Team SPLY don't have enough information, as they are still gambling fully here, and it is a full stack, but you can see the bomb is slowly making its way towards A, and Prakas just making sure once again that Team SPLY still don't know what is going to happen.
Let's see how much Prakas can sell this B play, so no one rotates towards A, as the flashes will come through. They won't rotate just yet, and now he's going to spot the player, but he can't get it with the spray, as now the grenade will come through, and the push as well, as he does not get the timing right. But as you can see, the A side has been taken, and now the rotation and the retake from Team SPLY has 5 players, and they have the AK on Uger. A really good rifler. They could use some help. Yeah, it looks like Uger, he's just going straight for the save.
Yeah, they opted in for exit kills here only, as obviously the money situation is not the best they could potentially be in. And now Superhack will find Tarov here, but don't manage to... Neither side manages to get a kill in that situation, as M is still extremely low on 2 HP here. Burble will find Vile in the process now, and Kokaho placed up close in long will be found by Delection. Only Superhack and M is remaining in connector here, as Ugar is already saving.
He is, and let's see, they will have the buy next round, but the AK will definitely help for the defense. And let's see if they will manage to do that, as it's going to be 13-11, and Team SPLY, they had a hold of the game for a real long time. We can see how many 4 rounds in a row were for them, and now 3 rounds in a row for NotLikeThis.
Yeah, so Team SPLY under extreme pressure at this very moment, and NotLikeThis are looking to secure the win on them, as obviously once again the CTs are not going to be having the best amount of nades they can. They still have a decent amount though, so a lot of smokes can be deployed and NotLikeThis can be held off. But Burble with the AVP seems to be doing a lot of work for his team and finding the essential entries that are required there, as obviously they're being very heavy towards the mid here in terms of initial presence, and only afterwards choosing, once the CTs have spent plenty of nades, to go towards that B position.
As we can see, while middle action is happening, Prakas can potentially find a player. He misses the timing to find a player near the smoke. Team SPLY, they're putting a lot of pressure towards this platform. Even 2 players focused on it.
And Vile from connector just shoulder peeking into mid here, as he will see a smoke being deployed. So Terrace making sure that they can clear out this middle safely without any sort of kill potential being there. And Kokaho sitting passively in connector here, just making sure that he will have the upper hand on anyone who will be jumping out of window, as Superhack is actually pushed up close towards A long here, but that's a one and done position there pretty much. I mean, unless you're extremely confident in getting at least 2 kills there, it doesn't really pay off to do this, and almost every single team checks this, as he will be flashed in and actually gets the first kill and will get away, and he should be safe for now.
As well, takes down player in the middle, and the spray down comes through. He leaves Tower off with only 6 HP, and you can see Delection was trying to go for the backstab to have that another player there, but Emis, at least he trades after Kokaho dies. As now Tarov, he looks like he's going to lose this one with 6 HP and the op in his hands, and the bomb dropped down. 20 seconds, he could potentially manage to save this one, but he's still looking to do the economical damage towards Team SPLY, because even if now Team SPLY win the round, as looks like they will, they won't have the best buy on those 2 players.
Yeah, the money is not going to be the best in the world still for Team SPLY, and obviously NotLikeThis will be able to allow themselves another round there, but they definitely need to get this next following one. And Tarov just saving his weapon here. Does have 6 HP, no random nades coming his way, so he's going to be happy with that, and he will most likely, actually he's going to pass it on to Burble here, so Burble looking to, they're just trading weapons right now, but Burble will be looking to find any sort of entry towards A once again, as they have had quite good success in terms of that in the past. As he will be smoking off danger zone and will be flashing towards middle, so he can cross safely, and he will be actually A long will be smoked off, so he's just making sure no pushes are coming through, but that would be craziness coming from Team SPLY at this stage in order for them to attempt something like that.
Yeah, I thought NotLikeThis. Yes, with that smoke, I thought they're going to just move through it, try to take control aggressively, unpredictable, but it looks like they want to slow things down and be safe about this push. As Delection, he is making a tons of noise towards the B site, and as we can see, it's going to be Superhack in pretty good position to stop any kind of push happening from long. Yeah. As well, this position you could call it 1 kill and that's it. As he's going to get out, okay, he's going to get 1, he's going to look for more, he's going to
actually get the 2nd kill there.
Unluckily for Burble, but now it's going to be 3 on 4 A site sake, as they're still waiting for the Delection to come through, and Tarov with that op looking for the kills if they will come through. But you can see the positions in the site. Kokaho near the site, while just at the end of the site on the barrels, as no player will be pushed out just yet. We can see as Ugar finds one tower off at least with the kill back. They still have to find 2 players inside, and as Brokas is moving in, he sees the shadow, he's going to take the headshot, but Kokaho was so close, he can easily get the kill. And now let's see if Taurov can react fast enough if Kokaho decides to go for that information play and boost up
If
on
he
the
plays
roof.
this correctly, there is still plenty of time to make the CTs believe it is a B play. As you can see, one in balcony was slightly shaken there by something.
He was spotted. Now to USPS, he's going to see one player, he's going to attack him in the head, look for more kills. Why do you bring out P250 in that kind of situation? I guess he was kind of worried about the player being close. He dropped down Kokaho to 7 HP. If he had just a small glimpse of a time, that could have been around for him.
In an ideal world, that should have been an instant kill, and he did rightly so, as obviously the long reload time of the AVP would have allowed for the second CT player to peek out from the balcony.
He had 0 bullets?
No, no. He just
up.
chose to go for the P250 as it was a free backstab there, but he was afraid it's going to be too long for him to load in the second bullet into the AVP.
You can see, they decided to go for a fast push. Can they get the first kills? That's Kokaho, Emis, they all get the kills, and only Taurov remains here with the kill. It's going to be 14-13 in favor of SPLY, and NotLikeThis, that was their last buy.
Once again, 3 rounds in a row now in favor again for Team SPLY, and NotLikeThis, please, NotLikeThis, as you had the chance.
Right.
And it's happening again. I feel flashbacks from so many matches we've seen in the past where they've done well and then the victory just slips away, as they will be forced onto pistols here in this round. 3 players once again heading towards middle, 2 players in the Dragon area, or B lobby if you like.
As we can see for now, one more time, they're just putting 3 players towards middle, and that was, I'm kind of curious because you don't see this kind of thing happen so often, at least with the other teams. They're not putting that much attention towards middle, and here Taurov managed to get by untouched, as now the fast push towards long will begin, and here they get free kill onto Superhack. Instant headshot comes through, and the kill as well, as now Wow pushing in. He could potentially get the player here. He will find Taurov. And as we can see now, they're going to head back, NotLikeThis, and they're going to head towards the B sites. And if they hit it right now, there's only 1 player there, Emis, as the player was spotted. And as we can see, they're still trying to make some noise towards A, as there's 1 minute on the clock.
Yeah, Lattelecom here has spotted a player towards B platform, and so far looking to see if he can land a lucky deal headshot onto him. So far no luck, as the time will be ticking down slowly. It is approaching 40 seconds mark. The bomb is still on the ground, so it doesn't look like NotLikeThis have decided completely where they're going to be heading. It looks like it's eventually going to be B, as Ugar will find Burble and Emis will go down to the Lattelecom here. Kokaho with the off angle will find Prokas, and now only Amon remaining here with the CZ. 17 bullets altogether. That's all he has to work with. 25 seconds on the clock here. I feel like his best case scenario would be, of course, to find a lurking player that is isolated and he can save at least some sort of weapon, as he actually will be dropping down into drop zone, but will be instantly taken away by Kokaho.
And now we're on the match point here for Team SPLY, as we're going to see NotLikeThis, they're going to go for a buy. So they could potentially go into 1 more overtime that we already had today. You can see Burble, who before he didn't have too much luck with the op, now he has to have the greatest time of his life.
Yeah, Burble needs to be slightly more active with this AVP. Obviously, the fact that he's being constantly smoked off in A long doesn't lighten up NotLikeThis team's days. So far, so good. As actually, I think the smoke is actually missed off the fact that there was a Molotov there.
That could have been the case. Let's see how aggressive will Superhack be about this position, as now the grenade's coming through. No flash just yet, as he knows that the players are close. Will they peek in? The flash will come through, and an instant spray down from Superhack. He takes down 2, and that leaves only 1 player towards the A side for NotLikeThis. Very quickly, you can see the aggression towards B platform will also not help NotLikeThis to take this round.
As obviously now Team SPLY securing their position in B long, allowing them to push up really close here, knowing that B is really not a great option right now for NotLikeThis, and the bomb is actually still in B lobby here, and there is the Lattelecom just above drop here, making sure no boosts are coming through, but it shouldn't be the case at this point in time, as obviously a 4 versus 3 situation. You don't want to give any advantages away. He will smoke off window and will Molotov off this left side here. So a lot of utility being used here, as he is checking underneath him, will drop down into drop zone here and seeing if he can hold this push from CTs, as we will take the life of Ugar here. And does he expect Emis to be there? He actually checks but misses, and now Emis with 1-2. And can he find a third here, as Amon only remaining on the site here with the bomb in hands, 20 seconds. It's looking so far very unlikely. As
he's going to
Amon
still
will find Emis eventually by pushing for information here. Still 12 seconds on the clock here. Can he find the second kill? No, he won't, as Vile will shut him down eventually.
But that was a really close game. Luckily for Team SPLY, they managed to close this one out. It looked really shaky there at the end. It really looked like it could be one more overtime happening.
Definitely it looked a lot closer than what I was expecting to see. NotLikeThis, once again, starting off great, but losing control of the economical situation, and obviously not really willing to switch up their T side, allowed for Team SPLY to actually take advantage of the fact that they sort of already knew what NotLikeThis are going to do, and therefore were prepared just for any sort of push that was coming their way.
They were prepared as they win the game 16-13, but for now we're going to head in small commercial break. But remember, after the next game, we're going to have the giveaway for the 2-day ticket to Hypertown Riga Festival, so be sure to check out that. And of course, let's wait for the next map, which is going to be Inferno.
You spray, you trip. You're gold. Smell fresh all day with new Axe Gold Body Spray.
Welcome back to the last game of today and of this week. Team SPLY versus NotLikeThis. We saw Team SPLY managing to get that win. Really close game, 16-13, and now on Inferno we were talking about that. NotLikeThis, it seems like they could have some problems against Team SPLY on this map, at least in my mind.
Yeah, so far, I mean, looking how the previous map went, I feel like definitely Team SPLY are not to be taking in underestimation here, as obviously NotLikeThis, once again, known to have good starts but have trouble closing out games, and it's even harder to do so on Inferno, where CT holds are incredibly strong and it's hard to penetrate them, as obviously there are narrow pathways and you can easily be naded or sprayed through as a terrorist, and accordingly it's going to do a very increasingly difficult job for the terrorist team, regardless on who starts on that side. As actually it looks like NotLikeThis will be staying on the CT side here, and Team SPLY will be starting off as terrorists.
We saw how well NotLikeThis played the first round on CT side on Cobblestone, while BESL got, I believe, 4 kills there in the end with that USPS, or at least 3. Now let's see if that continues on, as he's going to go towards middle with his teammate Amant. Let's see if they can find the first opening. So they're going to push towards B side, Team SPLY. Instantly, not stopping, just trying to do as much as they can, as they won't spot Tauro, but Tauro full flash. He's still going to manage to get the kill against Val, and they have no idea that the player is here. He's going to take one more headshot and look for the last kill.
And Tauro, excellent play from him, actually taking advantage of the fact that there was instantly a flash after it. So he knew also that the terrorists will not suspect him to be in that position, as the silent USP does wonders for NotLikeThis. And once again, they look off on a great start here. Let's just see if they don't lose this round against these pistols, as once more Deagles and CZs are incredibly deadly at any range here. So far it seems in masterful hands. Superhack will take some damage from nades here in middle, as middle will be smoked off now from the CTs, and seeing if they can hold them, as Procus now actually has deployed a deep smoke in Banana, and together with his teammate they have pushed up close, cleared everything, and will re-smoke it once again to make sure that the terrorists are kept in T-slope. As actually Delection will find Emis here through the smoke, and that will be a Deagle picked up for his teammate now, but of course not a favorable position to be in for Team SPLY currently.
As you can see, while still trying to find some kind of openings here through Boiler, as the players are now focusing more or so towards Banana, as Lection is still trying to peek in, look for the information. As the flash comes out, he is fully flashed, and he's going to be forced back to site, as now they're going to push in. He's going to spot the player. Now the rotation should come in, as 4 players were focused towards the A side, and Lection now solo defending this site.
And Ugar, understanding that the player has fallen back, actually will manage to land a kill on him, but Procus will fall to Kukaho eventually when he managed to get Ugar in the process there. So now 3 terrorist players remaining here. Superhack will dispose of BESL instantly, as Weil will be found lurking around the map, but Superhack with another kill here, and now only Amant remaining, doesn't have a kit, but both terrorist players are on low HP, so theoretically he can do this if he does so quickly.
And you mentioned masterful hands, and masterful hands it is, as Superhack will go down there in the end, as there is still time for defuse come in for Amant, but Kukaho here's going to lose his life.
And Amant, excellent play from him, also finds a kit in the process there, so definitely securing the round for his team. A very costly round, as the terrorists managed to put the bomb down, as well as dispose of 4 of his Amant's teammates there in the process. So Team SPLY still keeping CT's money in check. As you can see, BESL affording only an armor here because he wants to have that AVP, and as I said, he actually opts in for the MP7 here.
Yes. Weirdly enough, I thought BESL definitely one of the players that wants to get that first initial op in the game. Let's see, can Ugar do something about it, as his teammates already dropping down here in Banana. The Malta will be dropped down, and Parocas with Tarov should be now in safe spots, as I think they take down 2, oh sorry, 1 only, and they lost 1 player in process as well.
And you can see the HP on Team SPLY's side is not favoring them currently, as Ugar is down to 16 HP, Emis on 48, and only Superhack and Kukaho on more than 50 HP here. Superhack actually being on full HP, as now Procus and Tarov looking for a boost in the backside of B plant, but little do they know that the bomb has actually shifted towards A, and only now Superhack lurking towards B, seeing if he can find any openings and sell a fake. He just saw a player crossing over, so he knows that there's at least 1 player towards ruins, and can he find the player here. He actually checks for it, but Prokas will land a shot on him, and that will force Tarov to stay, as now it is going to be a 3 versus 2 situation, as the terrorist players will be hitting in A, but the rotation already coming through.
Yeah, as BESL did spot one player there, and now he's not in the best position to counter this guy here, as Kokaha will win this duel, and now Amond, only one player in the side, and instantly Uger gets killed with a P250, so very unfortunate for NotLikeThis, as they're now losing against pistols.
Yeah, and so far now Tarov up close knows that definitely there's at least one player in sight, as Prokas is approaching, still only on 4 HP here, and I feel like unless Tarov can find some magical kills here, it's going to be the round heading towards Team SPLY's way.
As now Tarov pushed forward, he did spot the player, he's gonna take him down. Kokaha going down, Prokas as well with the kill, and with 4 HP he's gonna still find the player, 2 kills.
And NotLikeThis managed to get the round, even off the fact that Prokas was on 4 HP. Excellent work from Tarov and Prokas in this round, as they managed to secure it for their team, and it's going to be a 3-0 start for them once again, currently in Inferno.
Well, luckily for Team SPLY, they're in all rounds have kept NotLikeThis money intact, as it's going to be a match pause, it's going to be a technical pause for one of the teams, as who got dropped?
Tarov actually timed out there, so it is indeed a technical. There is a message in chat saying he just crashed, so he should be back any minute now. And obviously Team SPLY have time to chat about what they're going to do against this team. As obviously I feel like NotLikeThis so far look to be very proactive in Banana, so
yes,
it should be their first order of business for Team SPLY to regain this Banana control and push them back, to make sure that they can at least have some map pressure all around, as obviously being in the second middle position there, even the fact that you are not taking apartments there just yet, you are still a threat to CTs.
Yes.
So it's going to be highly dependent on how this plays out from Team SPLY's point of view, as NotLikeThis are typing to unpause the match, and we do have the countdown here, and let's see how Team SPLY will approach this one.
Well, I hope that they're going to instantly Molotov Banana, just not to get that fast first grenades coming in and the smoke as well. NotLikeThis have been really good around it. The Banana control in general has been really good. A site is a lot easier for Team SPLY to take, as we've seen.
And as you just said, Kokaha will instantly deploy a deep Molotov as well as a nade, and Kokaha will take Delection's life with the nade Molotov combo there, and that instantly pulls a rotation away from CTs towards B. But there are 4 terrorist players gathered up here towards middle here, almost managed to drop Amon through the smoke unbeknownst to them, as both of the CT players will fall back towards the site, and Team SPLY are lining up their nades.
So lucky for Amon, as Emis kind of missed the time to kill off the player with 6 HP. And now let's see, will they move towards the A site, as that looks like the site that they want to take. BESL ready, Amon as well, with Amon to 6 HP.
And
let's see how much he can do.
Coming here with the rotation in Archway now is going to be seeing if anyone is going to be pushing through the smoke. Will he find the player? Will find the first one, spraying through the smoke desperately. Doesn't find any kills just yet, as Weil will take him down. Excuse me, that was Kokaho, as now only Prokas will be remaining here in B site, and of course he should be saving this situation, as there are still 3 terrorist players remaining and everything is smoked off and being checked. There's no real opening for Prokas to find any way back into this round. So this round is going to be heading towards Team SPLY's way. Excellent work from Kokaho, obviously managing to find the kill in Banana, instantly pulling a rotation, and then afterwards insane damage done to Amond in the smoke there. Also Amond, questionable choice of action in terms of crossing over in front of that smoke, as it is known to be naded, shot through, and so on. So you can only get lucky in that position, and he wasn't. So it was sort of inevitable from that point on for Team SPLY to take this round.
But now as Team SPLY have moved and got 1 round, we remember what happened on Cobblestone. NotLikeThis instantly fired back and then managed to grab, I believe it was 7-1 at one point.
Yeah.
So let's see if they manage to do this right here, right now, as they will force up. Hopefully BESL, he won't save for that op just yet, which I think is such an important weapon in Inferno. And I'm at the moment kind of sad that he does not go for it, because I believe it would have so much impact. And
the nade in Bananas should do at least some amount of damage. Actually, barely anything onto Vile there. Not entirely sure how that happened, as Prokas is aware of the fact that the terrorists might have pushed up already up close, and they're calling for the boost here onto the flower pots towards CT spawn position, as 3 terrorists are going to be heading towards B, but the bomb is actually in T spawn. I'm not sure if that is a mistake or no, as Tarov already will dispose of Super Hack here. And that's going to be the man advantage.
And
for
luckily
NotLikeThis.
for Emis, let's see if he gets lucky here. He won't. Eamon kills him off, but Emis, as he was shooting off Taurov, he just shot the AK in Taurov's hands.
And so far, this is terrible news for Team SPLY here. Not entirely sure what they can even do to salvage this round, as Ugar will now be pushing forward through A apartments. Will spot the player within pit, but Eamon with an instant headshot from the AK, and that is only going to be Weil and Kukaho remaining here. And only Weil has any sort of decent nades on him in order to make this still happen in favor of Team SPLY. As you can see, Prokas boosted up here, and also Delection on the coffin, so he's going to be probably baiting for himself and allowing to Prokas clear them out. As Prokas will manage to drop the first player here, and Kukaho will find the second. Unfortunately, no, as Prokas, solid hold from him.
They managed to save 3 AKs from that round, and they get the 4th round, so the history repeats itself. And let's see, Team SPLY, they do have some money after that round victory, as they managed to, I believe, survive a lot more players than expected. Let's see how many were there. Yeah, 3 players left alive, so they still have some money here as they go for 4 AKs, 1 Deagle on Emis. And let's see how much action will there happen in middle, as Ulgar already is up down to 49 HP. Kaha as well tagged a bit. And NotLikeThis, since they know that Team SPLY like to take the control of the apartments, they just give it to them and play from short and long.
Yeah, and you can see Burble here is going to be peeking into the middle any second now and should spot a player. Is actually first contact made by Taurov there, and he will drop Bile as trades go backwards and forwards. It is a 3 versus 3 situation here. There is a rotation pulled from B. Actually, both players leaving B at this very moment in time, as Kukaho still in banana, unaware of the fact that B is currently still completely empty, and Superhack with the bomb. It looks like they're making the correct call here and are pushing towards B, as 3 players from NotLikeThis are all on A site.
Only now Delection has started rotation back. They have to be careful because they still do have Team SPLY have one smoke to smoke off the CT. Now as the Molotov will come through, and the Team SPLY will realize that someone is there.
And
now
they
with
should
the smoke,
know that most likely was the only player there, as they're looking to get into the site, but they're being constantly flashed and bombarded with nades. And Prokas with the spray through the smoke will take away Ugar's life, and he's not expecting for someone to push through. And Superhack with the play does manage to find Prokas, as Delection will drop Kukaho, and Superhack kills off Delection. Now only Eamon remaining here on half HP. The bomb will go down, and it's gonna 1 versus 1 situation. Eamon versus Superhack. Who can find who, as both of them have AKs and both can instantly land a headshot.
Eamon, he hasn't picked up any kits yet, so he has to be pretty fast about this one. But there is a kit on the ground, but he's not going for it. He didn't go for the kit, but at least he gets the kill.
Flick. Woo.
What? He doesn't even need a kit in this situation.
Yeah, if you can land flicks like that, who needs a kit? Jesus. 5 versus 1 right now, as obviously Team SPLY's money is going to be completely ruined after this round, and they're going to be reset, which does mean that NotLikeThis should, in theory, have at least another free round off of this.
They should, but Team SPLY, since they planted the bomb, we can see there is Superhack dropping down few pistols for his teammates, evening out the money, since he had like 4.7k in his bank before that. And as we can see, aim is even going for the armor. Kukaho as well with those CZs, just in case so they don't get that aim punch. They can get those free kills, but you can see NotLikeThis instantly 3 players towards middle, 3 nades. Okay, at first 2 nades coming through, but the action is going to be towards second middle. And let's see if Team SPLY get any lucky here. As pushing through the apartment, we've seen Team SPLY, that's their signature move, just drop down the smoke on the balcony, flash themselves out and move through, but they haven't picked up the smoke.
And looks like it's going to be a field day for Burble here, as he actually was thinking about smoking off for a second there. You will hear the players going through. That is going to be the bomb drop, but he instantly gets taken down by Superhack, and that's a free rifle available here, as Taurov will find Emis here and evening out the scoreline in favor of them.
And Superhack with the free kill onto Delection, since he rotated towards the arch, finding the player, finding even the second player. Only 2 players remain on the side of
Taurov needs to find this kill. That is the bomb. He knows he needs to drop this player, but Ugar strafes back and kills him, as Eamon will now only be left in A site with the AK, probably wondering what the hell just happened, as obviously the round is going to be favoring Team SPLY at this stage, and I don't think Eamon will even attempt to retake this round at the moment.
You can see NotLikeThis, they had to rebuy almost every single weapon from that victory because there was only Eamon left alive. And on their side, Team SPLY, they already have grabbed 3 M4s in their hands, and they still have money in the bank, so this could be a comeback that Team SPLY were expecting.
And Amond here not expecting for a player to be boosted up in that position, in that situation in particular. So great job from Team SPLY there, managing to secure the win on a very crucial round for them. And obviously they have retrieved weapons on top of it, and that is going to be a huge economy boost for them.
As now the round number 8 begins, we can see BESL heading towards middle with the Deagle. Can he get the first kill as he speaks in? But the flash was just the perfect timing. And Team SPLY one more time just going to grab the control of Banana, of Apps, and play on from there, since they know that they should be up against pistols.
Yeah, the CT players have been pushed back ever so slightly as they do take the passive approach for this round. And obviously Team SPLY not really rushing with their decisions and their plays. They want to make sure no informational push is going to be coming through, as Superhack will have spotted BESL towards A long, and they are now taking control over middle here. And CT is going to be pushed back into the site. Tarov had a chance to take care of a player in apartments there, but Amond will do the job for him, as Tarov will now find a player towards short, but he will take his life.
Amond once again gets the third kill. How can he do this? One more time, he saves the day for his team, as he's going to get the 4th kill as well.
And does he hear the player in apartments? That's going to be Kokaho, and that is literally just above him. 3 bullets remaining. Here's the player, low HP, that has the option of getting the ace. Unfortunately, Kokaho will fall back with low HP here, and Amond goes huge for his team, saving the round, and once again keeping Team SPLY's money in check. This is a backwards and forwards game all the way, I feel like.
Yes, and the rounds that were not supposed to be won are being won. The pistols are taking over time from time. It's going to be 6-2 in favor of NotLikeThis. And from here on out, they're going to still have to be careful, because it'll be one more buy round from Team SPLY. And they have saved 2 weapons, and they can even save 3.
Yeah, there's a plenty options in terms of money-wise for Team SPLY to come back into this, off of the fact that they retrieved a lot of weapons in that previous round, plus they won it, plus they had the bomb plant.
Yes.
So economy situation not dire really at the moment for Team SPLY, and still at the same time you really don't want to make more mistakes, as Prakas was hunting for Kokaku here, but will go down eventually to him. Not too much of a loss there, as the weapons will be passed around on NotLikeThis side. And actually BESL finally picking up the AVP here, as also there's going to be an AVP on Vile, and let's just see if Vile can make use of it, as he should be heading toward middle here, and he's going to be peeking, seeing if any checks are coming in, and actually going to find the kill on BESL. BESL knowing that he didn't have the timing on it, slightly questionable peek there.
It was slightly questionable, especially when he wanted to smoke it off. He lost the time there as well, but let's see. It looks like Team SPLY will head towards the A side, and Seyman there. He got 4 kills last time. Can he get the kills now, as he's going to see the player on? Okay, he did not react fast enough to get the player from the balcony.
Yeah, and the CTs are in a horrible position right now, as Delection also being spotted coming in from behind, and he's having a hard time here getting at least some sort of positioning closer to middle, as now Prokas and Tarov both towards the long position. Actually going to be pushed by Ugar, and he will be dropped, and it is 3 versus 4 still in favor of Team SPLY. The players have taken favorable positions for them, so I don't think this round is going to go their way, as Vile will find Prokas here, and Delection will drop Vile in return.
Tarov with the kill back. They still have a time to go for the defuse, since they have the full kit, and it's going to be only 2 players that they need to find, but Superhack in pretty off-angle positions. You don't usually check it that fast. Now the smokes will come through, but Superhack instantly goes down, and Tarov with 1 more kill. NotLikeThis, they're doing it one more time, over and over again.
How are they taking these rounds? Like, they're really winning retakes they should not be winning in this situation, and I feel like Team SPLY got slightly carried away of trying to find any sort of entries they could gain. Exits, that is, and very, very questionable plays coming out.
Throwing out rounds like this, Team SPLY should be triggered at this point. I would say tilted at least, because these rounds should be going their way, but they're losing just way too much at this stage.
And you can see Team SPLY are forced onto pistols here, as there are going to be 2 players in Banana. Actually, Kukaha already will be found here, and now Ugar here up close with the CZ, spots 3 players and will be taken down, and that is also going to be the bomb blast for them. So this round surely is going to be headed NotLikeThis way, as the push for Banana comes in. They just secured their positioning, as BESL will find Emis in the process now. Only Superhack and Vile remaining, but look at Vile's positioning. He's managed to lurk around quite deeply. Unfortunately, at this stage, it doesn't really favor him too much, as obviously at some point in time, someone's got to check the back, knowing that there is nobody on A and knowing he could be a presence there, as Superhack still looking to pose any threat with the Deagle. Can he land the second shot? Managed to flick the crosshair on the player, but doesn't get the kill, as Vile now will find BESL and will retrieve the AVP for his team.
He can now play off from this, and he's trying. Okay, you can throw it there.
You can't throw over that wall, unfortunately.
But he's still looking to get that op out of the game. Let's see if he's going to work. He could potentially save this one at this stage.
Yeah, he's in a good position there. He's actually throws it away, so it feels like he's going to be hunted for not realizing that is not the case for NotLikeThis so far. And he's just looking to see if he can deal any more damage to this team, as there is still Delection on low HP, but Tarov being in that Mexi position will take care of Vile in a very quick fashion.
Well, I believe while he was just already ready that he will have to rebuy that op. He had the money for it, but he goes for the small armor as well, just the op. So no utility on him. At least his teammates have some utility on them. There's going to be only 2 smokes coming out from Team SPLY, so this should be around one more time, NotLikeThis take. But let's see, maybe the aim battles will go their way, especially while with the op. Instantly checking Banana, could potentially find the first player coming through.
And it is going to be a 3 CT push from middle. Tarov here up close and personal, finds the first player, gets the second one, and they have gained full control here as Ugar will take down Ayman, but BESL instantly returning the favor onto Superhack here. And now
completely missing the spray onto players in middle. They had great position to backstab CTs from second middle, but they get shut down almost instantly, as now Emis from middle checking the position. He's going to find Taurov, but it's still Prokas with BESL there, and BESL with the shots. And the 9th round for NotLikeThis. They're looking just so strong here on Inferno.
Excellent, and call from NotLikeThis, showing confidence, showing that they are willing to take these battles and willing to take it up to the terrorist team themselves. And once again, that is their buy round fully destroyed, as the terrorists will be buying up pretty much whatever they can allow themselves at this stage. Ugar actually having a Mach 10, and the remaining players are going to be on pistols here, as once again the same push is going to be happening from both sides here. Trades going left and right, but will eventually favor out to Team SPLY's way. But as I say, it Emis with the excellent double spray here. And does he have the presence of mind? He was looking already towards the correct position there, but BESL just turns out to be
just a shot down,
slightly better.
Shot down in Banana, just crazy. They're NotLikeThis decided to push one more time. So being unpredictable works out for them. And luckily for BESL, he hits that shot against Emis, because that was getting way too close in that round.
Yeah, and there's now going to be a double AVP setup coming out from NotLikeThis, as Prokas will be heading towards Banana, and BESL still towards the middle area here, seeing if he can find anything, as Prokas does an attempt at a peek, but will forced back by the Flames here, as few players already trading kills here, and it is a 4 versus 4 situation. So on paper, this does favor the terrorist team, as obviously one of the sides is weakened. The question is, which side do they decide to go ahead for, as Prokas will give himself away by shooting into that smoke with the AVP here. And you can see instantly the terrorist team falls back, knowing that there's an op in B, and not willing to take any risks here. Instantly go back towards A, and BESL here in short misses a free hook.
That was the op that he missed the shot against. That is so crucial. NotLikeThis could potentially lose this just off from that. Let's see if he gets lucky here towards long, because this position will be checked, but he's going for an off angle. How far will he peek, since Vile is checking that position? You can see the player, there's the kill. And now Taurov and Ayman's in the A site, as I don't know if Ayman knows that Emis is going through the balcony position, as he should understand that now, and peek towards that position. He can see the head of the player, but Emis instantly with the shot down, as Taurov is going to go down as well. And only Prokas remaining in BESL with that missed shot.
Yeah, BESL could have changed tides there, definitely, as he had plenty of time to land the kill and fall back to the side, as the terrorists weren't even inside middle just yet. They were just approaching it. And I believe he was in motion there, so therefore he missed the shot. I believe he was
trying to move out, and while we're just waiting for the angle.
Yeah, so that's what happened over there. You can see Team SPLY are not going to be contesting this AVP save at this very moment. They will allow for Prokas to hold on to this weapon. And once again, the scoreline is 10-2 and is soon to become 10-3, still in favor of NotLikeThis. And so far, I feel like 10 rounds is something that you should be okay with on CT side.
Yeah.
Obviously, you would like to have more, but 10 is a very solid one. Usually, you'll see Infernos go something like 9-6. So
yeah, a bit closer than this one, of course. But for Team SPLY, it's pretty good that they saved all 4 players since if they lose this round in a weird way, because you can see NotLikeThis, they're not buying too many things, although they did force up. So if NotLikeThis don't take it, then it's going to be 10-5 in my head. But Brokas, he finds Wild. So finally the mid duel has been won by NotLikeThis.
And that is the AVP down on their side so far. No one picking it up just yet, as still 4 AKs remaining. And Brokas instantly with the switch up heading towards the B side, as obviously the terrorist team should be looking to find an opening on the other side of the map here. Will boost up his teammate here just to make sure he has the time to fall back as he lands the shot on Kokaho, but Kokaho surviving with 22 HP. So extreme luck here for him, as Brokas now deploying a flash, making sure nobody has pushed up close. And really so far it looks a very composed round for NotLikeThis. As you can see, the terrorist players are actually taking control of middle as we speak, but Burble killing off Superhack there, and Ugar with killing off Burble will even it out, as now Emis will find Aemon towards apartments, and it seems to be an A take as the CTs. Oh,
through the smoke, even Emis taking down the player just to put the nail in the coffin, at least in this round. But you can see there is an AWP and an AK in the play, and we see NotLikeThis go for those crazy retakes that magically work out.
See if it's going to be the case once again, as there is Kokaho still on low HP, looking towards the library area here, as Ugar will be found inside and no trade happening, as now Tarov will find Kokaho and only one player remaining in pit, and Brokas knows his location. The bomb is planted for him, and accordingly Brokas doesn't have the kit, so he needs to make this kill fast.
This player up. Can he get killed? 61 HP. He's going to go for the save, and Emis realizes that situation, goes out and gets the kill. It was so close for Brokas to clutch this one.
Well played from Emis there, keeping composure, and obviously due to the fact that he lost 2 of his teammates there inside, he still decided to hold on, play it smart, and didn't overextend at any point in time, and therefore securing the round for his team once again. As now NotLikeThis will be forcing up, buying what they can. It's a FAMAS, a UMP, and 3 CZs across the board for them, as they're going to be pushing middle once again, seeing if they can surprise these players, as trades are going to be coming in. And now Tarov and Burble together with Aemon are finding kills, and only Superhack here in second middle, remaining towards the bomb. Tarov still on low HP, pushing for information together with his teammate, and now Superhack just playing off these sound cues here. Does find one player. Can he find Tarov, who's pushed up close? Superhack remaining on 19 HP. So a very, very tense situation. Superhack even falling back to his spawn. So
I'm going to play it off from a different angle, but we saw when they pushed towards middle, they had Aemon in the backline to shut down any kind of push from second middle and get the information rolling. He instantly gets the first kill, and then move on from there.
The positioning here should have a free kill onto Superhack, and that's going to be the case, as it's going to be 11-4 heading towards NotLikeThis's way in the first half. You can see that Tarov being a very dominant force on NotLikeThis's side, as for Team SPLY, it seems to be spread out evenly. Vile doesn't manage to do a lot of work here with the AVP. Unfortunate for him, as he just seems to be in the wrong of timings most of the time.
Yeah. It seemed like that was the case. But let's see, NotLikeThis. If they start off strong on this half, this could be a fast game for them, and they could crush Team SPLY on Inferno. The map that the Team SPLY have played previously in the tournament. And weirdly enough, it was Cobblestone that they won. So let's see, Kokaho pushing out. Kokaho is going to get 1 kill. Ugar with the next one, as he's still looking for the shots. But Aemon's with the 2 kills. And now there's still one more player towards B side that they have to deal with. But it's going to be 3-on-3 situation. As now terrorists are going to group together and move on from there. They still have a smoke and a flash to use. And maybe they can even catch off Superhack.
Actually jumped down in second middle here. Will be instantly dinked. They realized that was the A player pushing for information that the A side should be free. So they should be heading there relatively quickly. Actually slowing down for some reason, allowing for the rotation from Wild to come in here, and just making sure nobody has peeked into middle here, as they're actually NotLikeThis is going to be... They're going to be heading back towards to B. They should just keep all together here regardless of which side they choose, and it should really favor them, unless Emis here manages to do some crazy work as he has done before with the USP.
But there's still a smoke on Burble, so they're probably going to get smoked off almost instantly, as now Tarov slowly peeking in. Emis leaving his position. The smoke comes through. Let's see if Emis can find any kills here through the smoke, as he tags one player up and even takes down Burble. My god, now it's going to be 2-on-2. It looks so good for NotLikeThis. But now going to look probably evened out, as Emis still has the kits, so they have so much time to work around here to look for really careful around the place, as they already have cleared out ruins. So they know that both players are in sight, and it's going to be all on Vile to take off the attention from possible Emis push. You can see both players hiding in the dark. Aemon trying to peek. I can see the player instant headshot but not least Emis knows where one player is. That should give him away where the second guy is as well. He's going to see the guy, he's going to get the kill, but he has no idea that Taurov is there, and now Taurov slowly coming out. Free kill there. I thought he's going to miss it.
For a second I started worrying there, because obviously ducking down in the best of times for Emis himself did manage to prolong his life for another second there, as inevitably he was taken out. It is going to be the first round heading NotLikeThis' way. So far 12-4. Obviously CT's money is not the best in the second round, especially after losing the first one. There's not really too many nades there, and they'll just be looking to see if they can do any damage with the deagles here, as now Taurov pushing up close with the MAC-10 towards middle, looking to find any players, and he won't, as he's going to be taking positioning into apartments now, and just need to clear all these close angles here for them to afterwards group up and understand which side they're going to hit.
Yes, that is exactly true. Emis did burn down in the mountain, but Taurov goes down. So this guy looking for the information, and now only Prokas left in the apps, and NotLikeThis player still waiting towards middle, still waiting for that rush. I think they're kind of wasting valuable time here, since Team SPLY can now get in better positions, realize what's happening, go for the information. NotLikeThis should control map a lot better here, especially the banana.
Yeah, the banana control is sort of there at this very moment, but they don't really know how many players are towards B, and I feel like no information really has been gathered so far, as Prokas actually switches positions with one of the CT players here, as they do decide to push into A ever so slightly, make sure that Superhack is guessing what the hell is going on, as he just checked second middle, there was nobody there, and now Prokas there. Superhack will find the MAC-10 and still continues to be in a frontal position, as actually a rotation has come through towards A, and now it just please hit B right now. You'll only find one player there, and you can see the CTs are, 3 of them are on low HP as the push comes through into side here. Can they find Kukaho, as Kukaho will eliminate BERBL, gets the second kill as well. Can he find more, as the reload time will play not in favor of him?
Let's see, Emis, he's going to get the kill against Prokas there, so anti-eco 1 for Team SPLY. Very lucky, and I can't believe that Superhack did hear the player leave apartments, even run away, drop down the nades, even saw him run away, and even then Emis was not going for the rotation back to B.
Yes, it's a slightly questionable call there. Obviously, they still won the round, so that is great news for them. Probably the best case scenario they could have hoped at this scoreline. And now you can see Kukaho actually shooting down into banana, trying to make sure that they do have control over this position. And
Kukaho, he missed the flash. He flashed himself. He wanted to peek towards B, spray the players down. But as you can see, NotLikeThis one more time. He's going for the slow play. The grenade will deal a lot of damage to the Lattelecom. So him peeking in could be just a giveaway, just a free kill.
And BERBL here up close will be checked. Actually finds the kill on Kukaho with the Tech 9. Does he suspect the second player? He will be spotted and manages to get both kills. And that is the B side open. And now the terrorist players can wreak havoc on A side, as actually Ugar and Superhack both will mow them down. BERBL didn't have the bomb. And what the hell am I watching once again? Rounds are going backwards and forwards each time.
As you can see, it's going to be 1-on-3 situation here, as BERBL is going to go for the kill, but only he's going to get one. As now Ugar with Superhack save the weapons. We can see the money on Team SPLY will be okay for them to buy something. And so let's see.
It's going to be 12-6 currently, as NotLikeThis are still in the lead, but their money is not the best. And let's see how they can deal with this eco situation right now.
As for now, Weil has the op. He's gone towards middle, and let's see if the banana control works out, as Weil has found one. And already Ugar pushed so far out. He's going to find Taurov as well. And here's the player, but Prokas with the Glock. He's going to get the kill back. It's going to be 4-on-3, but still those Glocks should not do too much, as Emis finds BERBL. Now he has the information about the election as well. But for now, Team SPLY looking kind of okay in this round at least, but it's not like this. They have a buy round in the next one. Could be really good for them to save any kind of weapons that they get, especially now Prokas with that M4. Just have that sure.
Also, just the fact, as long as they can find at least one more kill, I would say this eco round is definitely worth it, considering there was no investment in it. And they're just going to be looking here, as actually, as I said, Prokas will find Superhack, and that's going to be another weapon here, as they're pushing up close, and they're going to be pushing out from balcony, and they do spot the player. They actually get the kill on him, and it is already a 2 versus 2 situation, as Kukaho will take him down, and now only the Lattelecom left here inside. The Kukaho is Molotov off, so he cannot push up close, and he's just waiting for his teammate here, and the Lattelecom has all the chances in the world to take this one.
Still waiting, still expecting players to come through from different position, but they both come out. And luckily for Team SPLY, the Lattelecom was not getting that lined up.
But
line.
that became a very costly round for them, and potentially a lost one at that.
Yeah.
Excellent use of finding rifles and finding weapons around there. Also making that call for going towards apartments, realizing that that might be a weak point there, and obviously cutting out the best of timings as all the players were in mid-rotation.
And as we can see, BESL, he finally saves the money up for the op. But let's see, the last time this happened, at least BESL won the duel. But now let's see if he can find Wild here, if he's going to even push up as well. He kind of gets flashed away, so he's not too sure about peeking in here. Mounts out towards second middle. Direction getting pretty far out, but while with the op, he's going to win the duel, and as well, Super getting the kill. At least Eamon finds the player in the apartments. So apartment control lost for Team SPLY, but at least they've taken control of Banana. And as well, the A side at the moment looks safe.
Yeah, the bomb will be retrieved by BESL. He still needs to cross over for Banana here, so obviously another smoke is going to be deployed, and flashbang towards middle now as the terrorist players are looking to gain control of middle and slowly walking in here. Should be a contact play, and off that, let's see if they can find the player in arch here.
Definitely should check it as now Ogre comes out. Going to see the player and instantly shut him down. Look for next kill, but Saurov wins that duel. So now it's going to be 2 against 3, but on A side it's going to be 2 against 2. And let's see, but instantly, wow, with the kill. And here BESL misses the op shot. Then see the player is going to kill off Kokako, and now he goes for a re-peek. But just the reload was a bit too long. It's going to be 12-8 now. The Byron lost for NotLikeThis, and Team SPLY looking to get back into the game pretty soon.
So once again, NotLikeThis did have a solid start here, but they're starting to look crumble under pressure. And will this be another thrown away match? Well, not really thrown away, but unable to come back into it, as now once more they're pushed to buy CZs and a Tech 9 on BESL, as he seems to be favoring this weapon slightly more. As the CTs have pushed up close, Tarov manages to find 1 kill here. And can they find more if Superhack does go down eventually, but takes 2 terrorist lives in the process, and it is going to be a 3 versus 3 situation, as Prokas and Eamon are both on low HP. Delection here towards Banana doesn't spot anyone just yet, and they should really be grouping up right now, as Delection manages to retrieve a rifle and flashbacks previous round. Yes, no?
At this point, it's flashback from Cobblestone game even.
Yeah.
So let's see, as it is Kokaka rotating away from the A site. So you're going to go towards B, and only Wild will remain here on A, and with that op, he has to be really careful, because you know how fast NotLikeThis can be.
Yeah, his positioning also, if he gets sandwiched in here, that is a free site for them, as he decides to eventually switch it out and go towards A long now, as the terrorists find the correct timing to go towards that short position here. And while, oh god, I fear that he won't land the first shot here, as he misses the timing and peaks towards long now. Will find the first kill onto Delection. That was important, as that was the player with full HP. Doesn't manage to actually land the kill through the box there, and will be waiting for his teammates now, as the bomb has gone down, and now Prokas and Eamon both on low HP remaining for this retake hold.
This will be so lucky if they get it, but they already have done so much in this one.
Yeah, Prokas' positioning, it might actually win them the round so far if it doesn't get checked in a timely fashion, as the nades are coming through. Prokas finds the first player, but actually will go down to him, as Eamon now gets the first kill, will drop down and sees M is coming, and also the second CT player as they line up!
No way! No way! I'm done. Not like this.
Not like this?
Not like this.
It goes both ways, as they both line up and they lose their lives to Eamon being a devastating force on NotLikeThis' side, as out of all the things in the world, that's exactly what happened there. And it is going to be 13-8 right now, as obviously CTs actually are pushed into an interesting money situation right now, as there is a sort of semi-buy coming out from them, and Delection and BESL off that previous one round have been inspired, as they have both found initial entries, and it is a 5 versus 3 situation. And I feel like NotLikeThis finally have an opening here to take over control of this match and to bring their team back into it and at least secure 1 map for them.
That definitely inspired. Let's see, as they're already taking down 2 players in here. Wow, fully Molotov, but he's going to go down to Prokas. There's going to be only 1 player left there, Kakaho with the Deagle. Can he do the happy play here? He's going to tag up the player, but nothing else will go on, as Suprak still waiting towards the A site.
And Tarov understanding that there is still a player lurking around here, not allowing for any rotations to come through, and that is going to be the super hack in the apartments with the automated shotgun, as now Kokaho sandwiched in ruins here, seeing if he can find any free weapons as their money situation is not great. Superhack will eventually lose his life to Tarov, and now only Kokaho here, and Eamon senses that there's someone here, but he will lose his life to Kokaho eventually. And now, how are they going to deal with this player? They're just going to hold him sandwiched in there.
Yeah, at this stage, yeah, and just getting the kill should not be that hard, and he's going to go down to bomb anyways if they don't push in.
Exactly, as Prokas will have to fall back being on low HP. The bomb is ticking faster and faster now in Kokaho. You can see he's eager to pick up the AK and somehow try to save this weapon, but Tarov will spot him out, does manage to land a few bullets onto him as he will go down.
Yeah, he did a great job because I thought, because Kokaho had the armor and 86 HP, he could have potentially survived it in the ruins, but Tarov with that damage dealt.
Yeah, so it will bring it back for his team. It's going to be 14-8 right now. And NotLikeThis look extremely solid as the money situation still is horrible for Team SPLY, and that previously won round once again puts the momentum on NotLikeThis' side as Burble now peeking towards the banana. Won't find anyone. There is standard positionings coming out from CT players as there are going to be 3 players towards A. There's a bit of action happening in middle.
As you can see, NotLikeThis, they've taken control of middle while was trying to peek in, but the USPS, he understands he won't have too much luck, but Superhack with the CZ. He's going to find Delection and delete him from the game. As for now, the round number 23, pretty slow on, but still Superhack just managing to get damage in. He's going to lose his life in the process. But for now, NotLikeThis can easily move into the side, but have to be careful. 2 players are there, and 2 players are in B. So let's see which side they decide to hit, as it was Prokas who spotted the player while in the A side. He damaged him, so they understand that it could be an easier to move in here.
And so far, no rotation coming through from B, as now 1 player will be moving as Vile will go down, and only 1 player remaining in a site, and that will be taken care of by Prokas, and only Kokaho and Emis remaining on Team SPLY's side. Not entirely sure what they can even do here, as Tarov already peeking into Archway, making sure no players are coming up close, and as I say it, Emis just deletes him off the map with the P250, and Kokaho putting himself up front here, looking for any sort of pushes coming out from the terrorist players. And obviously, really ideally, you would like to make sure that the CTs are not saving these weapons here, as Kokaho now still in the library position. Emis has already fallen back towards B site, and that is going to be the round for NotLikeThis once again, and that's going to be also the match point.
Yeah, that will be. Luckily for Team SPLY, they did save up, but from here they have to win 7 rounds in a row to get to the overtime. And in the form that NotLikeThis are now, after those now 3-round victories, they should finish the game right here, right now.
Exactly, as now the CTs will be able to afford some rifles and a bit of utility all around, but nothing too glorious, as you can see. I don't think there's even going to be a kit on their side. And
yeah, they don't go for it.
Yeah, there's not going to be a single kit on their side. Ugar with the automated shotgun as well. Curious to see where he plans on using this, as he will smoke himself off most likely. There's actually going to be a Molotov deployed towards deep middle, making sure no terrorist players are wide strafing out, as Superhack will be already taken out of the game. And Kokaho, Ugar, that goes down to Eamon. And trades coming in left and right now once again, as Vile will be dropped, and now that's going to be the round. Couldn't even finish my sentence there, as the round was already over. And excellent work coming out from NotLikeThis, taking over the initiative off that one crucial round that was won just by, I don't know,
Eamon. Just one of the greatest plays I've seen, because he even took the player down towards short, instantly switched his rifle towards long if someone pushes out, and was staying put for so long, was not getting picked, and the lineup and everything else. It's hard to speak after that, saying like NotLikeThis, they were on point. Sad that they were not on point too much on Cobblestone.
Yeah, so Cobblestone, as I said before, it looked like NotLikeThis did have the initiative initially. Afterwards, they sort of broke down, made the small comeback, and then eventually were closed out by Team SPLY, as they just couldn't really find any 2 advantageous openings on their T side. It looks like Team SPLY had cracked them here, but it was a vice versa scenario over on Inferno, where I feel like NotLikeThis found the correct approach and the correct pace. Obviously, the fact that they managed to gather so many rounds on their CT side helped them immensely. Definitely. As you can see, they did have a very horrible situation going on in the first part of the second half there in terms of money, but they did manage to score that comeback. And once again, excellent play coming in from Amond.
So many force rounds won, those pistols. Just did so much job. 14 spline as well for NotLikeThis.
I feel like today in general has been, the whole day has been a match of the week in terms of what we saw yesterday and the day before that. So definitely extremely close games coming through. And I believe, do we have the standing changes already applied? I believe we could have a glance at that and just see how the situation has changed.
What we can see now, so still we see the top 4 is there. So Malco and Skinlords tying the 4th and 5th place in a way. Of course, the round difference there for Skinlords, so they are up front. But looks pretty good for them. The week 9 is going to be just such a nail biter already can expect.
Yeah, definitely. You can see the points are not so far apart from each other. Now, also after this match here, NotLikeThis have secured a position in the top 8, and that means they have secured themselves definitely for the next following tournament that's going to be following after this one in the next season. As for Team SPLY,
I'm still checking, I'm seeing, so if Team SPLY do great in the week 9, I think Žalgiris, NotLikeThis, and maybe even XGR on the brink of elimination here, as it looks.
Theoretically possible, yes. Theoretically possible. Will they be able to come back after this? Team SPLY did manage to have a good solid pace today, so I feel like they were on point, but they were just counterplayed probably more on Inferno, as Cobble as well looked bleak in one moment, but as I said, they did find the correct approach and the correct pace for that map. Unfortunately, didn't work out so well for them on Inferno here. Yeah,
as well, probably let's check out the schedule. Let's quickly recap what we saw today. So we see routine reviews, what we saw in the Tuesday, 2-0 against Žalgiris. Kind of expected they wanted a bit closer fight. And then, of course, XGR versus Static finally breaking the curse, getting the 2-0. As they're still not finding any maps. And, of course, Vortex versus VAS Sports, which is just... Let's not talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it?
Let's skip that game.
Well, the players had fun from both sides, as obviously Vortex were happy that they secured the map, and VAS Sports tried out their pushing strategies.
Yeah, they kind of worked out in the second map, and then we saw Malco against Skinlords, which we thought would definitely go the other way. Definitely, we already talked throughout the week, said like, this should go 2-0 for Skinlords.
Yeah, not entirely sure what happened there. As I said, we discussed it briefly between the pauses. I feel like Skinlords just got tilted at some point in time and were taken out of the game solely off the fact that they started to play solo a lot. There was no real trade potential there, and Malco stuck together as a team and just, well, can't really say that they rolled over to Skinlords easily, but it definitely was easier than I thought it would be.
It was, and we thought Team SPLY was NotLikeThis will go 1-1. It went 1-1, but we were not expecting that kind of fashion play. Like, that was just out of the world. So close games, the plays and everything else just...
A very different Inferno than what I imagined to see. An extremely different Inferno in general from what we're used to seeing in these previous matches here. So curious to see if the trend will continue, and also if any other teams will pick something up from NotLikeThis, as obviously they do have a few good ideas and few set plays there.
Especially the force rounds.
And well, the force runs. As long as you can learn lineups of enemy players somehow, then you'll be all good. Props to Amond from NotLikeThis showing up today. Extremely strong player and at the right time. Once again, congratulations to them. And I think we should be heading into our giveaway right now.
We should. So you know that you have a chance now to win a one-day ticket to both... No, sorry, two-day ticket. One two-day ticket to the Hypertown Riga Festival, which will be held on 26th and 27th of May in Ķīpsela Expo Hall. So I think we have already the entries in.
And we do have a winner here. We're going to name him in a second.
Jabe, the winner.
Jabe is going to be the winner, and he's going to win himself one ticket for both days for the huge event in that is Hypertown Riga, that's going to be held in Ķīpsela at the 26th and 27th of May.
Exactly. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Check out the website, see what's happening. Jabe, one more time, we will try to contact you, you try to contact us, and we'll be in touch. But for now, this is going to be it for CSGO week, as tomorrow is going to be League of Legends week with a small twist. As always, remember to tune in for the next week as well, because the giveaway for tickets have not ended. From Monday to Thursday, we're going to give away 4 more tickets that are lucky viewers. But for now, Thank you very much for watching. I'm MV.
I'm V.
See you next week.
You spray. You're stuck. You're gold. Smell fresh all day with new Axe Gold Body Spray.